Hey everybody, this is Grace. I'm on my way to see my doctor. Okay, now this is the second set of doctor or healthcare professional. That one that I made a video about made me feel dehumanized. I have an actual video that I made after that about that situation, but anyway, that's not the one I'm going to go see. I don't want to go see Mean Girls, and that's what I felt like. They were all mean girls. They were all young. But anyway, this one I had also had, but I've never seen it. I've only done telemed with, and I really don't know which one. I didn't make a video on this even. I don't know which, if I even spoke to the doctor ever. They don't. Why do they not? Too many of them, the ones I've run across these days, do not introduce themselves with their title. Seriously, like, I am the PA, I am the nurse, I am a registered nurse, I am the doctor. Okay, and as soon as the visit starts, they're in such a rush, 2 minutes, if I get that much. Usually, really. And they just zoom past everything. It's like, I can't get a word in edgewise if I try, you know. Now this one, like I said, I've never seen in person, and I said, the hospital said I need to follow up with my doctor. I need to see the doctor. I wonder if I'm going to actually see the doctor. It was so fast, and the whole, well, please hold. You call, please hold. And you're holding for maybe up to 10, 15 minutes, however long. And they come back, and they ask a couple of questions. Please hold. You're not getting much out, and I'm even though I'm on video, I do talk a lot. On these, you don't get a chance to say anything. I can't even finish a sentence. Like the first one is, a question, before the question's even finished, they're talking. That's been my experience. Okay, I'm kind of, if I'm sounding a little bit like I'm talking too fast, I am experiencing a little bit of anxiety, because I always do. I'm serious. I cannot remember a time when I saw any healthcare professional that I did not experience anxiety before. Usually starting the day before, if even before then, which I do have panic disorder. That's what how they termed it back when I was diagnosed. And I don't even remember what year that was. It was so long ago. But yeah, these kinds of things make me anxious, because a big reason is I know that I'm going to be judged. I don't know that 100%, but my experience in life is I'm going to be judged in a way when they're basically misdiagnosing me. Okay, they're not going to listen, and if what they hear, they're going to make fun of. They're not going to believe me. I've mentioned I have this adrenal disorder, and I know I'm a social and behavioral scientist. I know that they're going on a stereotype and judging me on that as if I'm just one of those who lies. I'm not one of those who lies. So when I went to the hospital on Saturday, they gave me a printout of what how they do. I guess they all do this, about pardon the blinker, about what you should do, and then what was the diagnosis. Well, the diagnosis is on there, so I brought a copy. I'm going to give it to them, and I want to see if this person, if it's the doctor or the PA or the nurse, whatever they have, if they're going to actually read it and actually say, oh, okay, I better not tell her. All you need to do is diet and exercise. I'm serious. I will always be overweight because of this thing, unless they can do something new since when I was diagnosed in 2000 and 2004. But I will always be overweight. Not obese, overweight. And they always say, do you just diet and exercise? Or one of them said, actually had the nerve, it was a nurse practitioner. Oh my goodness, she was a horrible person. She was my age. And she said, take the sofa out of your house and run up and down the stairs all day. She said it in front of someone who went to the same university I attended and I graduated from, with both my my degrees. And she said it from her, but I think it was because she was jealous. I mean, I had always thought this woman was rather abusive as it was. So, yeah. Pardon the hum of the motorcycle. It's not mine, I'm an SUV. But I hope I remember where this place is. But I'm going to be, at least, my goodness, probably 40 minutes early. So always leave early. You never know. I only have 3,781 miles, I think. Yeah, 81 miles on this car, on this SUV. Bought it new in May 2019. And I already have had to change a tire. It had 2 nails in it. Yeah. And so you never know. Okay. That's how I view it. But anyway, speaking of, well, not really, but one of the things about this, this that I have is, I read a lot of the symptoms, and I see other symptoms on other places, but 2 of them I have the complete total opposite of, and there was also one that said mood swings. Boy, again, I relate to that. Yeah, mood swings happen, and it's not, I don't know if I should say it's not at all controllable, but they do happen. Hopefully this is where it is. If I remember correctly, it might be the next one down. So let's see. Okay, no, I think I did this wrong the last time too. So, like I said, I had been to this office. Actually, I think I might have been there once. Well, it was a different team owned it. Team ran it. And then this one bought him out. I don't think I've ever been there since they bought it out. Oh, goodness. What's going on here? How am I going to get around there? I remember I did this. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, maybe it goes through there. But, I don't think I've been in there. Maybe I have. Oh, my goodness. I'll figure it out in a minute. But one of the things I found interesting was that they did the blood test. That's what I did. Yeah, they did the blood test out at my when I'm sitting out in my SUV because of what's been going on in the world today. They did that. I don't know if it was one. I think it was twice. Taco Casa. But anyway. So I want to see if they are going to, it's unbelievable what I have experienced since I was diagnosed in the year 2000, diagnosed. Before that, it was, the only reason it was diagnosed is, like I said, they took a CT because I had pancreatitis, and that was discovered from that CT, or MRI, whatever it was, I was under. I was at the hospital and they had me drugged up. So, when I had that pancreatitis, that's awful. Trust me. That was 2000. I still remember. I still remember the pain. And anyway, but that first doctor that they sent me to, so angry. She was so angry and mean. I just remember, how angry and how I felt. And that was 21 years ago. And I was just now hearing I had this adrenal disorder, and she was just so angry. Like I didn't deserve it. Well, I don't deserve it. Nobody deserves this. If they diagnose it as the disease, it's only 10 to 15 people in a million. It's very rare. Okay. As I've said, it's really rare because they wouldn't diagnose it as that. But, again, like I said, like I'm trying to say, oh my goodness, you would not believe what I've been through. They have the diagnose right there in front of their faces from the, I guess they're called radiologists. I guess that's who does it. That's what one of the doctors said. But, 2004, my memory. Yeah. But they have it right there. And they don't want to see it. They don't want to believe it. They don't see it, but they don't believe it. because of their, and I truly, as a social and behavioral scientist, it's their prejudice. Okay? Fact. They need to run, the ones I've seen, they need to go on fact, not what they want to think, but what's fact. So, let's see if this one does. Okay, so yeah, from parking, once I got parked, right at, I think it was 30, yeah, about 30 minutes early, so, but you know, I was going early because I have not been in there yet, and, with this one, but I was talking about that, I saw, I was a patient of what they were before. Now, they said they bought them out, they don't have those medical records from back then, and because they bought them out, and, you know, all that with the HIPAA, and but they practice a little bit the same, so I kind of wonder, but I think many doctors do that. Certain thing, I'll talk about that later, but or another video. But anyway, I really don't want to care to go in there forever and sit. It was funny because when I called her, I said that you know, I asked what are their procedures now, because during what's been going on, they've changed them. Because when I would call, I said, what do, you know, to keep basically people safe? And it's been changing. And this one, I guess she's new, and she didn't seem to know that. That there, I guess you call them procedures or whatever, on how they do their patients. Like, they put, one patient can have an appointment at that time, and so they wouldn't be in the room with other patients. And she just told me to tell her, and she put me back in the room, so hopefully she would. But I was in the freaking hospital, you know, twice this year in the ER. I mean, come on. And I'm telling myself that, but I still, you know, I don't want to take too many risks. And also, I'm going to ask today. I wrote a list, yeah, on the index card though. But I'm going to ask about taking that the test to see if I've already had it last year, you know, in February when I thought I did, and go from there as far as getting the vaccine, you know, to have actually a doctor who's looking at the stuff and understands it and believes it. And they might send me to an endocrinologist and see about getting the vaccine, you know, vaccinated with this. The one of them in the hospital, she said it's just, you know, shot's a shot. I'm like, okay. But anyway, we'll see. I think I'm going to go ahead and go in there. Yeah. Okay. So I am out of there. I was pleasantly surprised. No judgment. No doubt. No any of these negative things that I've experienced before. None of that. And that was good. I just hope it continues like that, because, you know, they can always get a bad seed. I'm going in the wrong direction. Okay, I pretty much know better, long ago knew better, than to praise anything to make it, because it only might lead to disappointment. Might, not always, okay. But, so far that was good. And now I've had problems with them over the phone. Yeah. And I don't think the young woman works there anymore now, but I know places around here, it's like any kind of place, not just medical, any place. They're like revolving door jobs for these people, seriously. I remember when I was working, it was like that. You know, I'm going to sit under this tree for a second. Try to figure out where I want to go from here. Try to figure out where I am. The whole process. This is new. This area is new to me overall. But anyway, I had the antibody test done. I'll know in a couple of days, I guess. She said something about a couple of days. And also had, let's see, what else? Their usual tests they do. And I also had my vitamin D tested when it was owned by somebody else, another team or whatever. They were the first ones to test my vitamin D ever, I think. And they said it was so low. The amount of stuff they wanted me to take, and it wasn't just, one of them was actually a prescription. But anyway, I only take one pill. And then I was only taking it every other day, and since what's been going on, I take it every day. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare professional, so I just, yeah, I've been taking it every day. And I also take every other day, I take part of vitamin C. Vitamin C used to make me sick, but not vitamin C, but things like oranges. It would make me sick when I was young. Anyway, I'm pleasantly surprised. And I'm also losing my voice because there was a lot of questions and a lot of things. But the real reason I was in the hospital room was because my dog, my puppy dog, kicked me and hurt me pretty bad. The bruises, oh my goodness, ugly, ugly, ugly. But anyway, I think that's enough for this. Talk to you in another video.